Before we start, two announcements. Go and check out my second channel. I did the next part of What If Naruto's the next Sage of Six Path. And on this channel, I did What If Naruto went with Itachi, a new part. So go and check that out before you start watching this. But for now, I'm going to be giving you part 12 of What If Naruto was an otsutsuki. Get this one to 100 likes as usual. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. So basically last time we left off, Naruto had unlocked a whole heap of abilities and powers when Jiraiya had given him the key so he could pull and free the fox from his cage. The fox and Naruto have become close, so Naruto is now able to use KCM 1 form with the yellow glow all around him. He also has a Sage mode and the Mangekyou Sharingan. Naruto is on a total different level. We end up finishing off the fight with Sasuke and Neji, where Sasuke won. Naruto is now toying with Gaara in their battle, as Naruto was playing with Gaara at first, but he got stabbed through the gut with a sand spear after losing focus on the battle. Naruto had sensed something, and he knew that Kazekage was Orochimaru. So basically that was the last time we left off, but you guys can check it out for yourself by switching across the playlist and check it out. So let's get straight back to the story. Naruto had the KCM 1 form around him with his Mangekyou Sharingan activated in his eye, and the Sage mode come around his eye as well, making Naruto look hella powerful. Naruto then rushed up to Gaara with that incredible speed. Gaara-san wasn't even fast enough to detect Naruto as Naruto slammed his fist into Gaara's gut, making Gaara wheeze out in pain. Naruto then struck Gaara right in the face, pushing him back as Naruto extended one of the KCM arms to grab Gaara and pulled him towards him. Naruto then prepared a Rasengan in his one hand. As he was coming, Gaara was coming straight into view as Naruto slammed his Rasengan right into Gaara's stomach, trying to end the match because he wanted to expose the Kazekage as Orochimaru, and he wanted a rematch with Orochimaru because last time he got away. Gaara was slammed into the wall as Naruto turned to the proctor. Naruto then turned back to see Gaara got up as Gaara was bleeding. Gaara started to laugh insanely and said, "Mother, she's coming," as he started to laugh out loud. "Hey, Kurama," said Naruto. "He's talking about the one-tailed raccoon that you told me about, right?" "Yes," said Kurama. "He's going to release it." "Damn it, I don't have time for this right now. I have to expose." Naruto then sensed something coming as he saw a Anvu coming down from the ceiling top. Naruto saw the Anvu run through some hand signs as the Anvu put a genjutsu to put almost everyone in the arena asleep, except for those who can break it. "What is going on?" said Saratobi as he looked around to see most of his civilians asleep. Orochimaru then braked out as he said, "I can't believe it. I've been here so long and you haven't sensed my presence or anything. You really have forgotten about me." "What are you talking about, Kazekage?" Sarutobi said, as the Kazekage then held out his hand as some shadow snake rushed towards him. Saratobi then jumped back, dodging the snakes. That attack, that can only be Orochimaru, as Orochimaru tore off the robe. As then, four sound ninjas surround Saratobi and Orochimaru himself. As Saratobi looked at them and said, "Is these guys your backup?" He said to Orochimaru, "No, these guys are here to make sure that you cannot escape." As all of them went through some hand signs and slammed their hand on the ground, creating a purple barrier around Orochimaru and the Hokage. Kakashi and those who had cancelled out the genjutsu on their self managed to stay up after three snakes break down the wall, and then San and Sound started to attack the Leaf Village. Naruto took his focus off Gaara. When he then turned back to Gaara, he realized that Gaara features had changed. His hands had already turned into the demon hand. Gaara then summoned all the sand around him as he went into a kind of a cocoon. "I won't allow you to do that," Naruto said to himself. "There is no need for you to bring out Shikaku and destroy the village. So, I'm just gonna finish you off right here," Naruto said. "I won't kill you, but I'll make sure you won't be able to use it." Naruto then pushed chakra into his legs as he pushed off with incredible speed as he enhanced most of the KCM chakra, mainly the yellow glow around his face, and pumped most of his chakra as well, ready to break through the sand spear and pull Gaara out of it. When he was 3 feet away from it, he was blown away by a heavy wind as he then caught his guard. He looked around to see Temari and Kankuro. As they say, Gaara will transform, and there is no one here that will get past us to stop him. "Really?" said Naruto. "You guys? You really think you guys can stop me?" Naruto then heard a voice calling out to him, "Naruto! Naruto!" As he turned around, as Naruto was in pure shock as it was Hanabi. "Hanabi, what are you doing here?" said Naruto. "Where is Hayashi?" He and the other Ayugas went back to the compound, "But I managed to sneak away. I'm here to help you." "No, get out of here," said Naruto. As she said, "No, I can—" "No! Get out of here!" Naruto shouted at her. She started to cry as she ran off, as Naruto said, "I will make it to her later. I can't allow her to get hurt right here." Naruto then rushed forward as Temari pulled her fan as she sent breeze in Naruto's direction to blow him away. But Naruto slammed his KCM arms into the ground, standing his ground, as he walked forward towards her, as the breeze coming towards him with more pressure, as she said, slicing wind, as the breeze started to turn into blade, cutting Naruto, but he kept on walking, as he walked straight up to her and grabbed her by her face and slammed her straight down into the ground. One down, as Kankuro then trapped Naruto in his puppet, as he said, "It's time to finish you off, kid," as the puppet take off his arms and blades extended from them, as they was about to close in and stab Naruto. It was exploded and Naruto came out with a burst of rage as he slammed his fist into Kankuro's stomach and uppercut him, as Kankuro knocked out instantly. Naruto then started to charge a supermassive Rasengan that Jiraiya teach him, as he said, "I'm going to blow this thing right up," as he pumped a lot of chakra into it, as he was about to slam it right into the sand spear. But suddenly, the sand engulfed his supermassive Rasengan as a huge explosion erupted, but the sand contained it and just simply absorbed it inside of it. Then, a whole heap of sand started to pool out as it surrounded Gaara, putting Gaara on a monster forehead, as Shikaku then formed in the middle of the arena. "Damn it, this was the thing I wanted to avoid," Naruto said. "But I guess I'll have to deal with it." "Hey Kurama, can me and you do that too?" "What do you mean, kid?" "Like how he turned into his Shikaku form." "Yes, you can use it with your KCM and activate half of my power." But it won't be my real skin as it is the Shikaku. That doesn't concern. I just want to be as big as him so I can face him head on. As Naruto then clasped his hand and started to infuse his chakra, as the glow around him erupted, he then turned into the Nine Tails, with the KCM of course. Kakashi looked over at his student, realizing that Naruto is in perfect control. Naruto, you have come far. You are one special kid, he said, as he knocked out a sand ninja. Kakashi was fighting off against the sound and the sand, and Naruto was now in his nine-tail form as he slashed at the Shikaku, making Shikaku turn and face him. Oh, Kurama, you're here too. But you're not going to stop me. I am going to destroy all of this place. Killing human just bring me pure joy. You're not going to kill anyone today, Naruto said, as Kurama roared and rushed towards him, as Kurama launched down his teeth on the Shikaku, grabbing him in a grasp as he launched on his arm. Naruto then used the Kurama arm and scratched him right in his face. As Shikaku then let out some sand as Kurama flipped back, landing. He then rushed back to him and with a spinning, slap him down with his tails, licking him down to the ground. He then lifted up Shikaku straight up in the air with pure brutal strength and throw him up. He then opened his mouth as he released beams, not the full blast, just beams, as they made contact with Shikaku, hurting him in a great deal. He then dropped to the ground as Naruto, in his KCM Fox form, walked up to him. He saw smoke coming from his skin. He thought that he was down for the count, but then Naruto was surprised to see the black ball forming in front of Shikaku's face, but Shikaku wasn't focused on him. He was aiming it at the damn village. Naruto didn't have much time. He jumped in the way as he put all of his tails in front of him. There was nothing else he could do. He couldn't prepare one so quickly. So he took the full blast on as it engulfed him in a huge explosion. But it didn't went too far, not hurting the village. After that was gone, 5 of Kurama's tails were blown off, as Naruto said that was a huge blast as he huffed. Kurama then told Naruto that their time is up. Depending that they haven't used this before, it's a shorter time limit, as Naruto dropped to the ground. As Naruto was in his mindscape as Kurama closed both of his arms and started to infuse some more chakra. Just hold him off, kid. I will be back to full power soon. Don't worry, I got this from here. We have already wounded him, and with my ability and power, there is no way he can stop me. Naruto then jumped on Shikaku, sighting all of the spears that came up on his body, as Naruto slammed his hand right into Shikaku's side. Shikaku was startled, and the pain was quite devastating for such a small human, as Naruto had on Sage mode. Naruto kept on delivering rapid punches, as Naruto managed to lift Shikaku off the ground with one of his heavy punches, blowing him back. Shikaku seemed small and weak to Naruto, but Naruto was a small one, and he was a giant beast. Shikaku then created about 7 sand shurikens, as he said rapid fire and launched them at Naruto, which Naruto quickly deflected them all by putting up a earth wall and blowing all of them back just by touching the ground. Naruto has the ability of the otsutsuki to control any element, and plus he doesn't have to wield hand signs anymore. He then held his breath as he then released a huge fire as Shikaku put up some sand, as Naruto then kept on releasing more and more fire, intensing the heat as it burned right through Shikaku's sand, blasting him straight in the face, knocking him down as he was hurt badly. Go back in or I will have to do worse, said Naruto. You little brat, you think you can defeat me that easily? I am Shikaku, the one-tailed beast. No human can defeat me, he shouted, as Naruto then vanished. as he was holding on to Shikaku's tail. Well, this human can. As Naruto lifts Shikaku straight up in the air, slamming him down into the ground as he flipped back. He then activates his Mangekyou Sharingan. Let me try this. As he looks straight at Shikaku, freezing Shikaku. Well, I guess it can work on a tail beast as well. But Shikaku started to shake as Naruto, knowing that his ability is still weak to work on this giant tail beast, even though it hold him for a couple of seconds. Shikaku then broke out of it. I guess you're stronger than I thought, one-tailed raccoon beast, Naruto said, that smirk on his face. Naruto then heard someone call his name. As Naruto turned around to see the sight of horror, as it was Hanabi. Naruto said, "No, get out of here!" "No, Naruto," she said, "I am going to help you." Shikaku took this as his best opportunity to distract the kid, as he then used the sand at Hanabi's feet, as it created a sand spear as she was running towards Naruto. As Naruto saw the sand spear burst right through her back, piercing her front. The sand then dissolved as she dropped to the ground, blood spattered out of her mouth. It was like the whole world froze, as Naruto wasn't saying anything, as Shikaku was laughing. Kurama was inside building up his chakra, but he felt something inside of the kid's body, as he then looked what was going on to see Hanabi on the ground. Kurama tried talking to Naruto. "Kid, are you okay? Kid," but Naruto didn't respond. Naruto then turned at the laughing Shikaku. He then walked straight to Hanabi as he turned back his head to focus on her. He went over to see that she was unconscious and barely breathing. "Now die, kid," said Shikaku as he slammed down that sand fist straight upon them. He then lifted up his fist to see that they were gone. Naruto had already vanished with Hanabi. With incredible speed, Naruto saw one of the Leaf Ninja's medical unit. As he rushed over, he didn't say a word as he handed Hanabi to her as she asked Naruto, "Who is this and what is going on?" She then saw the giant hole, so she said no need for explanation as she took Hanabi off. Naruto then walked back up to Shikaku as he started to float off the ground. When he reached Shikaku's face, there was something emerging from Naruto. It was chakra, but it was a different chakra. As her aura exploded in everything, as everyone stopped battle, as they turned around, even Orochimaru and Sarutobi, to see pure raw power. This was like chakra, but it was something else. It was completely white, as it illuminated everything, as it blasted straight up in the air, as we skid to an unknown planet, with about 10 Otsutsukis, as they sit down and said, "That is Remiel." Yes, as our girl Otsutsuki said, "No, that cannot be Remiel, he is dead." Remember, we felt his power wiped out after they went to that planet. Wait, it's back. We have to go investigate. Back with Naruto, the aura finally disappeared, to reveal Naruto with a new look, as his whole skin was white now. His hair had grown out and reached down to his back, and it was white. He had an eye in his forehead. It was a black Rinnegan with the red totem Sharingans inside of it, as his two eyes also showed a black Rinnegan with red totem Sharingans inside of it. He flew over to Shikaku, as Shikaku struck Naruto straight out of the air, striking him down to the ground. Naruto was still not talking as he rose up out of the ground, as Shikaku blasted him with sand bullets, piercing right through him as blood gushed, but he healed instantly. He still flew over to Shikaku not feeling any pain. As Shikaku tried to smash at him, but he vanished. He was now right in front of Shikaku's face. As he held out his hand, and there was a blast building in the middle as it erupted same time, blasting Shikaku's face right in, creating a huge hole right through the sand. Shikaku screamed out in pain. Gaara then opened his eyes as the sand around him fell to the ground as he felt as well. He was confused. Shikaku was subdued as he dropped to the ground to see someone floating down towards him, as he saw the kid that he was facing, but he now looked different. As Naruto reached down to Gaara's face, he then put his hand in front of Gaara, building another attack, ready to disintegrate Gaara. But guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn that bell notification to stay posted. But yeah, I'm on for now. Peace.